Namaste. I'm going to teach you how to do crow pose, Bakasana, which is balancing on your arms. This is a beginner inversion pose. This was actually the first kind of cool advanced pose that I learned. So I'll go ahead and teach you how to do it, and as well as some stretches to help get you warmed up. So we're balancing on our hands on our wrists, so it's important to do some wrist stretching before. So if you have your arms out in front, what you'll do is you'll inhale, bringing your hands up towards your face. As we exhale, bring our hands down towards the low body. Inhale to rise, and exhale to come down. So you can take a few rounds of doing that. Another good wrist stretching is to interlock your hands and then just moving your wrists around clockwise and counterclockwise, just getting the knots out. Once you've done that for a good time, you can shake out your wrists. Another good one, having your hands out and just opening and closing. You can inhale as you open, exhale as you clench. You can go as fast, you can go slow, just doing what feels good. Other good wrist stretching is you can go in tabletop and move your hips around clockwise and counterclockwise. You can have your fingers point towards the outside and rock side to side. You can have your hands facing up, knuckles to the ground. Then you can drop an elbow at a time. And then for a deeper stretch, having your fingers point towards your body and then sitting back on your heels if that feels good for you. So those are some good stretches to just warm up our wrists before we take flight. So when you were getting into crow pose, you want to be in a low squat. So Malasana, knees out wide, sitting up tall here. And then once you're ready, we'll go ahead and place our hands down, placing our knees on our arms. Option to have your knees outside of your arms, but typically we'll want to have our knees on our triceps. And then we're going to bend our arms here, fingers spread wide, palms planted firmly to the floor. And then when we're practicing, you'd want to lean forward, lead with the crown of your head, and then maybe we can just lift one foot at a time. So you can lift your left foot and then your right foot. And then once you're ready, maybe lifting both feet off. And then looking at one non-moving point, and then magnetizing our feet towards our sit bones and trying to have our tailbone higher than our heart. And then once you're ready to come out of it the same way you came in, nice and slow. And then option to have your feet elevated up. So if you have a yoga block or a bolster, you can place your feet so that you're raised up already. It makes it easier to transition into this pose. And then option to have a pillow right here for your face. And then just play around with it. You don't want to do it too much. You don't want to put too much strain on your wrists. And yeah, so it's a fun pose. And then eventually you can do more advanced stuff with it, like lifting one leg up, going into handstand from that, which is pretty advanced. I can't do that. And a lot of this pose is very mental, just because you're worried about falling on your face, but in reality, if you're not that far up off the mat. I'll show you. Doesn't hurt. And then, yeah, just have fun with it. And then, yeah, key thing, hands spread wide, distributing weight evenly in our hands, keeping our elbows bent. And then once we lift off, looking at one non-moving point. Yeah, maybe you lift off for a second, maybe 5 minutes. Some days this comes natural and easy for me. Other days, it can be a little bit more difficult. You want to do one leg. And then if you have any questions, just let me know. And yeah, have a great rest of your day.